Today's episode of The Gray Outdoors has been brought to you by Chef Boyardee Spaghetti and Meatballs. Just kidding. It's not a sponsor. But it could be. That's how you do it. Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to The Gray Outdoors. Another video for you today. Today we were going to be doing the $10 dollar store survival kit challenge. Now if you haven't heard of it, it's pretty simple. You go to a dollar store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, any dollar store, and you put together a survival kit, a small one. You have to stay out overnight. Pretty simple rules. You have to have 2 meals, you have to be able to build a shelter, light a fire. I said cook 2 meals, yeah. Cook 2 meals, and you have to have a waterproof container to put it all in. So I went to the dollar store the other day, shopped around for a few hours till I finally decided on what all I wanted to get. And I'm going to show you the gear that I'm going to bring with me. Not Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay, first off, I got 2 boxes of garbage bags. That's both going to be my waterproof container, and I'm also going to use it to build some of my shelter. Painter's drop cloth, just a real thin sheet of plastic. Also going to do a little bit of my shelter building with that. I got a pretty good deal on this right here. This is a full tang small kitchen knife that I found. The package was already broken at the store, so it was discounted 50 cents. So 50-cent knife right there, full tang. I didn't think I'd find a full tang, but there it is. Cordage tied up. I got some jute twine. I wanted to double that up because you can fluff it out, and it's a good thing to start a fire with. Plus, it's kind of strong, good enough for everything I'll be doing at least. So that's my cordage. My 2 meals. I'm taking it back, to picky eating childhood days. Chef Boyardee Spaghetti and Meatballs in a can. That's BPA-free can, so I will be cooking that over coals. Got 2 of those, so that's my meal, my 2 meals. To start a fire, got a big box of matches. Well, it's not a big box, it's a lot of little boxes. Strike-on box, so fire's taken care of there. My other can of spaghetti, and that's almost everything. So that's basically everything that I had that I needed. And then I had some money left over since I got the discount on the knife. I went ahead and I bought a car windshield sun reflector. Protects your dash in your truck or car. I use that and I'll put it up in my shelter as a heat reflector from the fire, or I'll lay on it, just more insulation. So that'll be good there. That's all the gear that I'll be using for my kit. And other stuff I'll be bringing, like I got a solar battery pack for my cameras. I'll be carrying my GoPro and the camera I'm filming this with. And that's about all I'll be using. So let's get out into the woods. Okay, so we're out here on the farm. As you've probably already noticed, my clothes have magically changed. That's because this is the next day. Some unexpected crap popped up and I wasn't able to come out here yesterday on top of a big thunderstorm. So we're out here today. It's the next day, and got a special guest behind the camera, Sam. Thank you for filming today. It's Sunday, July 7th. I gotta go to work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be spending the night out here, but I'm still going to build my shelter and cook just like as if I was. And I'll make a part 2 somewhere down the road where I will actually stay out here in the shelter. So let's get everything in my plastic bag that I'll carry everything in and get into the woods. I'm going to put everything in a black garbage bag, like I said yesterday. That'll be my waterproof container. Alright, garbage bags, reflector, drop cloth, jute twine, more garbage bags, soup, fire, and my cheap knife, which I'm actually going to stick in my back pocket. I don't want that to puncture. And then I'll put all of my camera gear in here too, just to make it easy on me. I didn't buy this at the dollar store, so that's not going. And yesterday, I forgot to show you, I did buy a big jug of water that was allowed within my $10. So that's all my stuff. Let's get out there. All right, tip number 1, do not put your 50-cent knife in your back pocket because you're gonna reach for your gear and slice your hand right open. So stay safe. And now I walk into the wild. Please don't sue me for that. Okay, so I found these logs wedged up against in these trees, and that would be good lean-to shelter if I'd have enough room. Of course, I'd have to get rid of this one. That'd be in the way. Let's try green. It's really wedged in there. That's one way of doing it. Okay, so this little area, I could dig all this stuff out. How long? Let's see. Whew, buggies. I need to clear out all this muck. Would I be able to lay down? I don't want to lay down right now because of how soaked the ground is, but if I stretch my body out, well, that's plenty of room, yeah, and I have a stop for my head, and that's shallow enough for my feet. That'd be good. That tree is like a border for a back wall. This little spot's nice and open, clear out for my fire. So yeah, this is where I'll make it out. Some deer running off way back there. Don't know if you can see them. Probably can't. Just whatever. Alright, let's start building the shelter. Alright, so first things first, just gotta clear out all this junk down here. Have a nice flat space to lay in with no rocks or sticks or briars. Now, like I said, there was a thunderstorm yesterday and all last night, so the ground's kind of wet, but it's dried out a little bit. Got a bunch of briars I'm gonna have to cut out here soon. Just clearing a space to lay in. I have to break all these sticks off too. It's whatever though, not a big deal. Get most of that out of the way. Just go ahead and pull that out. Toss it. Clear out a little space up front. Whew. All right. Gotta go get my knife now. Full tang! Full tang! Watcha! Did. Well, yeah, I took a little bit of leaf off. Gotta beat these briars. Oh, this knife sucks. Dollar store challenge, though. Those cleared out. Nice little spot laid out here. Next thing I'm going to do is grab a bunch of sticks and lay them up back in here on the back side. Start building a frame for the back wall. Let's do that. Stay pointed right, please. Lots of buggies out today. Scoot this back some. What'd you find?
Edible mushroom.
Edible mushroom. You gonna risk it?
Yeah, I'll risk it.
I've got spaghetti and meatballs. What about you? Not today. Since I've got 2 meals, I'll let you eat one.
Yeah, I want to try this.
Set these up at a decent height. Sorry about the squeaky. I keep readjusting my camera because it doesn't want to stay pointing at me. Pick some of these up. Use those twice. Doo-doo-doo. Oh. Great.
Smells like butter.
Woo. Hornet flying around. Don't want that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, of course, this is going to be where my feet go. I'm going to have this all sealed up. On this side, I want to have the front closed off up here, but in the back side here, I'll leave a little flap where I can get in and out of. That's where I'll slip in. More sticks. Look at me, building my shelter. Sam over there playing in the dirt. What are you doing? You digging out a fire pit?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Saving me some daylight. You're so sweet. Oh, that was a miss. Okay, so that looks semi-okay. I'll get a couple more filler sticks and then I'll start piling leaves up there. I'll get back to you. Alright, so here's a view of the entrance of my little shelter. Right here is where I'll come in. I'm about to pile up a bunch of scrap leaves and sticks or whatever up on this. Try to make a little bit of a natural back wall. So, get piling up this. Pile it up. And you can lay there. This old stick here. It's a good brace, I guess. Let's kick it up, I guess. I'm not being too fancy. It's just a night. Some other night for me, though. You know what? I have an idea of what to do before this. To keep most of the leaves from falling back in under my shelter, I'm going to take 1 or 2 of my garbage bags. Get another garbage bag. Might need another one. We'll start with this. One might be enough. I'm going to split it down the center line there. on both sides, open it up. Alright, one side open, one side to go. Being very careful not to cut myself again. I don't want to hear a word out of any of you. Whew. Buggies. Sam way back there, right there, talking on the cell phone. He's not built for the outdoors, but he wanted to get out of the house, so he came out here with me today. There we go, a halfway decent black garbage bag back wall. Alright, so one black garbage bag was not enough. One more should do. Get to it. Look what I done jerry-rigged. Got my knife stuck in a tree, upside down on purpose this time. I'm gonna use that to make splitting this garbage bag so much easier. Here we go. Well, hang on, let's push it in a little bit deeper. There we go. Oh yes, this is going quite nicely. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just weaving the black garbage bag through my back wall sticks here, just to make it a little stronger. And it'll hold the garbage bag up while I'm piling leaves on top of it. Just keep it spread out as open as possible. Roll this log to keep it nice and taut. Alright. That is a almost decent back wall for that. I like it. This is going to take a little while. I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Alright, so this is about all the leaves I'm going to pile up on this shelter here. It took me about an hour or two to finish it, but this is the back side. Pretty camouflaged. I like it. There's my main entrance. Let's walk around here. We still see you. Say hi. Hi. Here's my sleeping quarters. I'll be laying down underneath here. Let's set up the drop cloth. That'll work as my front wall. Set up my tripod here. Now for the drop cloth. Oh wait, it's recording. Right here. Set that off to the side. Really thin sheets of plastic. Can't really tell from there, but it's really thin. And I did not mean to unravel it like that, but that's how life goes, I guess. Actually, I don't think I've used this whole thing. I'll fold it in half, make it that much thicker. Bring it from the other side. Try to keep it off the briars as much as possible. Very thin, but not as thin as I was expecting, actually. It's got a little strength to it. Fold it in half. Well, now that I fold it in half, it's kind of short. I don't know if I'll be able to use it like that. Let's just start building and see what we can come up with. I just fanned a bunch of dirt in my eye. That was lovely. Alright, so what we're going to do, just for now, don't rip. I'm going to lay it over the back here. Now I'm not going to do this over. This is not going to be the whole shelter. I'm just going to do this for now. Although that would not be a bad idea. Huh. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so that's enough to fold in half and have plenty laying over. So fold her in half. Short ways instead of long ways. Find the end up here. Right over there. Stay up there and out of my way for now, please. Use this end. Grab the far side. Okay, and now I'm going to tie this out with, drum roll please, jute twine. Good little bit here, got 200 feet jute twine. What I'm going to do is well, I'll just show you, hold on a second. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the plastic. This is where I've got it felled in half up at the top. I'm going to take some dirt. It's a lot. Right there's enough. Put it in there. Where are the leaves? Alright. Now pinch it up in there. Twist it up, twist it up, twist it up, twist it up, twist it up. There. Now, I've got a little bit that I can tie up in here. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to tie up my buttons like I've been doing, those dirt buttons I made in the plastic. I'm going to show you how to tie a little slip knot. Oop, bumped my camera, if you didn't already know. So what I do is I take and I cross the cord over so you have a little loop, just like that, no big deal. And on the side, on your short end that's still got your little tab hanging off, that should be crossed over the top. You stick your fingers through this little loop and grab the long piece of your cordage while holding everything else still and just pull it through and bam, got yourself a little slip knot. Make that hole bigger. Just pass it over your button, pull her tight. Alright, that's not going anywhere, and that'll hold tight. So now, just going to tie it up to where you want to hold your plastic. Alright, so now that I got my plastic front wall tied up, now I gotta stake out the front of it. But before I do that, let's separate it where I got it felled in half. So this is going to be the front part that I stake out. It's not going to be this large, but I could do that if I wanted to. What I'm going to do is roll this. Gently set it out of the way. Now this back part, I'm going to use as both a back wall and a ground sheet. It won't be a full ground sheet, I'll just kind of partially lay on it. But this will keep a lot of, break this stick off back here. This will keep if any water does get through my back wall, this will keep it from coming inside with me. And now we are on a slope, leaning this way. So any water that does go through my back wall and get in between me and the plastic won't come back up on me where I'll be sleeping. It'll be going in this way, away from my shelter here. So just push that back as much as I need to. And pull out my small ground sheet. Now this isn't going to be my only ground sheet. This is not durable enough to just lay on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little stick, or well, here's like a really lightweight old rotted log. Push it all the way up in the back there. Hold that down, and I'll do that with a couple more small sticks and some other crap. Okay, so it got hot. Took my hat off. I've got my back wall of my top sheet staked out, tied to each end. I want it pushed back. If you can see, it's kind of at an angle right here. It's just because I needed more material over on this side than I did over here. That doesn't matter. So we're just going to take this stuff that we rolled out on top and let that fall down. Now, the reason I chose this thin clear plastic instead of just making a 100% garbage bag shelter is so that when I have a fire out in front of my shelter, the radiation, the heat, will come inside through the clear plastic, and it will hit the black plastic in the back, and it will reflect back down on me. And I also have that car windshield protector I'm also going to have back in here, so that'll reflect more heat down on me during the night. So we got to stake this out just like you would a normal tent with our little dirt buttons. I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Alright, for my stakes, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take a stick, take my cheap crap knife, and just bring it down to kind of a point. Just make natural stakes, you know. Stab that in the ground, tie your cordage to the top, you know. Stake my sheet out. Alright, so I got my tent edges staked out. Show you the inside here. My little entrance. The inside, you know, just got the leftover plastic as a partial ground sheet. I'll flatten that out here in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a garbage bag. Just slip one garbage bag right here to finish up the floor. And then I'm going to be making my bedding. Let's get to it. So let me give you a tour of my house. If you'll just look out here, this is my front yard, my playground, my work area, my bathroom. And if you look over here, this is my bedroom. Come on in, let me give you a tour of my bedroom. Sorry, it's a little messy right now. I need to finish making up the floor. Sorry, this is kind of embarrassing. Make this up real quick. There. Now, if you'd like to come in and take a look, I am actually laying in it backwards. My feet are where my head is supposed to be, and my head is where my feet are supposed to be. Got a little bit of opening for ventilation and for all our little critters and buggies to come in. Apparently the flies really love my shelter. But now let's make our bed. Alright, so now when we're going to make our bed, we're going to take 2 or 3 of these garbage bags and we're going to walk out into the field, gather up some grass and stuff them in here. It's going to be boring, so it's going to take a long time, so I will just see you when I've got a bag full of grass. Bye. Alright, I got 2 garbage bags full. I went out into the field and I found some hay that had been cut down that wasn't picked up by the baler a while ago, so that's nice and fluffy, dry. Be good for starting a fire. Got 2 bags full, just tied up. Keep all that in there. Alright, now just spread it out on the floor. Alright, let's put this inside. Alright, now I've got to spread it out, lay it flat, so it's more like a bed. Let me get up in here. Lay flat, flat. squeeze some of this air out. Can you see me? Yeah. Alright. Now, of course I'll lay the other way, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Just smells like hay. Hey. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the part you've all been waiting for, and especially Sam, starting a fire and cooking our Chef Boyardee spaghetti. Let's get to it. I'm getting hungry. Alright, so now we're going to start our fire. What we had, you know, we bought our box of matches and we had some jute twine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fluff this up. And I'm going to strike this on our match. Strike our match and light this up. That's going to burn up real quick and fast. But see, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I've got an empty cardboard box from our garbage bags. I'm going to take that, put a little bit of hay, stuff this hay down in there from earlier. And we're going to put our jute twine fluff in there. That's going to flare up real strong. And then we'll pile our sticks on top and get larger sticks. And that's how we're going to get our fire going. So let's fluff this up. Come closer. Now you don't have to fluff the whole thing, just get a good end fluff. The rest of it will burn nice. I'm going to stick that down in our hay. Now we got to open our box of matches. If I can find a tab that I can grab. Alright, first box of matches, set those over to the side. First match coming out. Strike it up, put it in there. Oop. Threw it off to the side a little too much. There we go, we've got our hay burning. Soon our cardboard's gonna catch. Give it a little more air. There we go. That nice little flare up. Sprinkle our sticks on top. It's a little off to the side. We'll throw a little bit more hay up there, you know, just to get that going. Keep this separated. More hay. Well, that didn't work out on the first try, but it's okay. It's why we got all these matches. And you break some. That's just extra fuel. Ooh, burned myself, but that's alright. Now we got a good little fire. One of those words. Now we're just going to let this simmer down. I'll get some more sticks, let it burn down to some coals, get some bigger logs, and we'll start cooking us some spaghetti. What do you say, Sam?
Sounds great.
Let's do it. Man, make fire! Let it burn, baby, let it burn. Ooh. Alright, so it started to rain, and I had to put the big camera up, so now I'm just going to shoot most of this on my GoPro. Got coals burned down, trying to keep it going while the rain's trying to put our fire out. Cooking the first can of spaghetti. Just try to keep it cooking. Blow on it a little bit, there we go. Alright, put this up, keep this camera as dry as possible. Get back to you at mealtime. Okay, so we're in the shelter. It's raining. You comfortable, Sam? Woohoo. He doesn't have much headroom. I got him down at the foot box. But it's okay, let's turn you around and show the fire. You can see it through our plastic. Got the first can of spaghetti on. It should be about done, actually. Might go out and grab it real quick. Let Sam get the first bite. You know, for making him stay in here. I like the way you think, bud. Yeah, I thought you would. Alrighty then, let's go get wet for food. How is it?
I'm gonna get it. Making me a spoon.
How you making a spoon?
The lid. Just gonna pour it out into it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're just gonna drink the sauce? You're not gonna scoop it?
Well, I was gonna try to.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to cut those noodles off then.
Just pinch them up against the can.
Yeah.
Get you that meatball.
Yeah, that's my plan. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. There we go.
First taste?
Mm-hmm.
Fire cooked spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh, bellissimo.
Chef Boyardee would be proud. Alright, my can should be just about done by now. Let's get my fat butt out of this shelter. Hold this for me, would you?
Yes, sir.
Take my knife. I'll take that. Coming with me. I don't know. Oh no, she's boiling down in there. Swap hands here. Ah, yes. Set her down here to cool. Stick my knife back in the tree. There we go. Still good?
Great.
Alright, glad. Alright, now it's my turn to eat. Let's open this can up. Put your can down. I don't want to slice your finger open. Yeah, now let's do it how we did it last time. I don't even need that. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oop, oop, oop. Tink. Alright, now time to make my spoon. Stormy, but worth it.
All my friends know the low rider.
Right, so it's nice and relaxing. I decided to lay down. Got my Chef Boyardee up here. Listening to the rain and the thunder. Some deer were walking around. I didn't see them, but I could hear them moving around. We're about to leave here soon. I'm gonna have to tear down the shelter. Oh, by the way, how you doing back there, Sam?
Comfy.
Yeah. I could be a hobo for sure. Hobo. Hobo. Oh, there's something running around outside. I can't see it. Whatever. Alright, well, I'm gonna relax here, finish my spaghetti, and then we'll pack up and leave, and I'll see you when we're tearing down. Bye-bye. Well, that was fun. Let's see, if I had to come out here, you know, for a bug out situation, I wouldn't change a thing. I like it. It's nice and comfortable. It comfortably slept. Not slept, we didn't sleep, but it comfortably rested too. I'm going to leave this up for now. I'm going to come back out tomorrow after these storms have passed through and I'll come tear it down. But I will be making a Dollar General Store Part 2 challenge where I will try to make a garbage bag TP. And I'll actually stay the night there. So let's head back to the truck. We'll get showered up and get ready for work tomorrow. Woo! I'd rather stay out here in the woods, to be honest. But gotta make a living. Pay me, YouTube!